Hi everyone, and welcome back to Deep Magic. It's great to see everybody. We're really excited to bring you yet another dramatic cliffhanger continuation. So we're going to start back up at the top like we always do with MJ. Tell me who you are, what you do, and who you're playing.
Hi, I'm MJ Bradley Lestrange. I am a podcaster, writer, and fiber artist, and I play Gray, a punk rock selkie who has no idea what's going on.
And Rhea.
Hi, I'm Rhea Jasmine. I play Anil, the knocker blacksmith, and I just got a new piercing. That's all that's going on in my life.
Yay!
Velvet.
Dark Greetings, I'm Velvet Divine, playing Lakoka, your resident manic redcap mean girl.
Awesome. Michelle.
Hi, my name is Michelle Sealight. The C stands for Crystal. Yes, that is my real name. And I'm playing Lady Iris Diamond tonight. You can find me on Twitter at Michelle Sealight. And you can also find my writings in Battlelords, Charlie Foxtrot, which is being released now through PDF to those who backed the Kickstarter for it. My name's in the book. My character's in the book. There's artwork in the book of this character. She's my precious little cinnamon bun, and I love her. And I'm taking up way too much time. I'm sorry.
No, it's great. We always stand excitement in our cast. Junie, wow us.
Oh God, I can't go after that.
Do it.
My God. So I'm Junie Vanish. I am writing, I'm doing stuff, and getting better. And I'm playing Anetsi Yakata, who's not only lost, but also having a wolf stuck in the back of her head, and she might see darkness. Who knows? She's blind. And next.
Evan, bring us home.
Evan Ivy playing Cormac Blackwatch. I play with leather on my off days, but today's not an off day. I'm on the internet.
Woohoo!
And I, as ever, am your storyteller, Spectre. And where we left off with our motley. Most of the motley had descended beneath the freehold main house with the lord of the house, the Marquis. And our lovely Lakoka had ridden out to fight whatever has been attacking the freehold at this point. The lord of the house is currently controlling some very strange looking vine babies, but they're getting bigger. They're clearly about to go into battle with his very battle enthusiastic wife.
Oh dear goodness. Did me and the lord of the house accidentally make plant babies?
I don't think it was on accident. They're about to have a very accelerated adolescence.
Oh yeah, no, they'll get their edgy teen phase.
Yep, pretty much. Anyways, let us start with the people in the basement by the pool. What is everyone doing currently? I know Iris had been helping the Lord with his primal magic, which is the art, and had been very successful at that. The two of them are doing very well right now. The Lord has kind of sunk into a trance, though, and is not particularly available for conversation at this particular moment.
Well, I think I did an okay job helping. I think my work is done.
No need to do anything else. You're just tapped out for the rest of the day.
Well, when you're good at like 3 things.
No, I feel you.
Iris, your phone goes off. It's your mentor. He said we were supposed to have a FaceTime. It's now a good time.
You get signal down here?
Yes.
I have a smartphone.
That has nothing to do with anything, but okay.
It absolutely has.
She thinks it does.
My phone's a very smartphone. Maybe they can help. Only it's accidentally like using the other camera because while Iris has a smartphone, Iris is not a smart.
Iris is smart and I will fight you.
So, your mentor is actually a lady of another higher up lady in the house, Fiona. She, when she sees the rest of what she's looking at and not Iris, she's like, Iris.
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, flip the camera, sweetie. No, don't turn the phone. Press the button on the screen that flips the camera. She goes, there you are. Hi. She is...
I can get you in frame.
She is a she-grump. She is still very lovely because, of course, she is a she. She is... she has a faint Caribbean accent that I will not attempt personally because I would only mess it up. So, but no,
I would pay to hear it.
No, you would not.
How much money would it take, Spec?
I would be canceled on the internet instantly. We're not doing this.
How many subs on Twitch will it take?
All right, guys. If you are prepared
Matt
to spend
does
money,
lots of
I will
accents.
figure
It's
out how
fine.
to do this to get myself canceled on the internet. So, finish following us, get us our last 3 subscribers, our follows, and then subscribe, and I will cancel myself on the internet, okay?
Google, remind me on Friday to gift 3 subs to Archives of the Dragon.
All right, get 3 subs. This will be for Friday. At
All right, guys. Moving on.
3 subs is just a trans polycule.
what time was that?
I'm not okay. I'm just gonna die now. Moving on.
You can't die. You have to tell the story.
I said 7:30 p.m. It said I will remind you at 6:30 a.m.
That's too late.
Anyways, she goes, you said you were having trouble. You seem to be with people. Are you sure this is a good time? You seem kind of worried, sweetheart.
That's just my natural state of being.
Okay, I know that, but also,
It's awful for my hair.
Your natural state of being doesn't usually prompt you to text me and say that you needed help. So what specifically is wrong?
Okay, so apparently I went to that really, really nice party the other night, and then when I went there, there was just like, it was really fun, it was really nice, the prince was there, apparently he noticed me, it was really cute and really fun, but then there like this, like, nonsense happened, and then there was fighting, and then it got cold, and sad, and depressing, and then we all got into a van, went on a road trip, going to go find some, find a goose and some beans and some giants, and we found the giants, and the giants were nice, and everyone fell asleep, and that was really weird. There's also a squirrel.
There's a pause. She goes, is that everything? Do we need more?
And apparently, like, The Princess Bride is like a really, really bad movie to watch on like a really long road trip because you really want to just like quote things and start pointing at things, but you really can't when you have to keep your hands at 10 and 2 at all times.
She's like, okay, I want to go back. There's a squirrel. Like, I sort of understood the irisness of all the rest of that, but there's a squirrel?
The squirrel is yeah, it's a squirrel.
Iris, honey, what have you gotten yourself involved in?
I don't know anymore.
Okay. Well, clearly this needs more thought than just a FaceTime call. So, where are you? And I will come meet you somewhere and we will figure out what to do.
Down.
Iris, I can't help you in down.
I'm in a basement of a weird manor that is weird, and it's not pretty, and it's not the way it's supposed to be.
All right, fine. Iris, I am on my way to the Duke of White Trillium's freehold. Meet me there when you get a chance and we'll sort it out, okay? Because I understood most of that, sort of, but you were being... I also understand that down is not a place to be, so clearly we have some other things to discuss that you're not going to tell me over FaceTime, which is why I asked you whether we needed to do this together in the first place. All right.
Just hearing your voice.
I love you too, sweetie. I do. I think the best thing we can do for you at this point is meet up and sort out what the actual problem is, okay? All right. Don't get hurt. Yeah, I promise. I'll be there.
Okay.
But don't get hurt. Take a deep breath. In, out. Right? Good. You are a lady of the House of Fiona. You are.
Okay.
You were given that honor, and you are worthy of it. So remember that. And stay calm. Because I know you can.
Okay.
All right.
Of course you do. She tilts the phone.
She puts up a little heart for you because she knows the kind of person you are. She's like, I'm gonna go, but I'll see you. I'll text you a time to meet me, okay?
Okay. There's a lot going on, and a lot of it I don't understand. Like, I don't understand how, like, I know I'm supposed to be a lady, but I also don't understand how these, like, the courts are really mean.
She goes, well, I mean, I don't personally find that, but we'll go over some,
I slept through, like, how to navigate politics 101.
She goes, Iris, I know you didn't. I was there with you. I think you're just panicking. It's okay. We will do a rehash of all the salient points. I promise. I have friends. I have some people in the archives who can get us.
Do you know anyone who can do, like, the metamorphoses?
Well, yes, and if not, I can inquire or insist.
Oh, okay.
Why did you want to learn, sweetheart?
Yes, I wanted to learn.
It's like, oh, okay. Well, I will put that on the list. But Iris,
I want to be able to turn small chocolate bars into big chocolate bars.
Okay. Iris, you are in down, and you need to figure out where down is so that we can have a better conversation, because clearly you are with other people and this is not a good time. So I will text you.
Okay.
You're gonna be okay.
Okay. You're my support system.
And she hangs up.
Honestly, aren't we all in down at some point together?
Cormac is standing behind you, like massaging your shoulders, and you say, "You're my support system." He's like, "Well, what am I?"
You're also my support system.
Okay, and he gives you a big hug.
Oh, all right.
Looks are exchanged.
Is there anything else anyone else is doing while they are in down?
Gray is doing scales to fend off the anxiety.
Okay.
I want to drink the lake water.
Okay, I will come back to that one.
Do it.
Being the Fae gamer girl bathwater.
Anuncia Kata is actually looking for somebody down there that does know metamorphosis.
You're gonna have to go back up a level to where the rest of the household is being
Not a problem.
housed and hanging out right now. It's crowded in there, but like you can definitely get back up there because you're the one barring the doors. Like you're not the one being barred down there, if that makes sense. So as long as you're feeling your way back up, you can find the door pretty easily. Also, your hearing will be able to give you a fair sense of size of any platform you're on.
Yeah, she'll just quietly sneak away when she doesn't think anyone's watching her anyhow. So she'll just quietly kind of follow her way to where she can find people that she can ask.
Okay. If you go back up to where the household is being like organized and bunking down for the night kind of thing, it's not night, but like they're giving out sleeping assignments and giving tasks and the rest. You'll find the Boggin again with her entire meal that she had cooked somehow brought down into this area. Like she's not going to let it go to waste. She is not, that is just unacceptable. It will not happen.
A valley of plenty indeed.
It's a Boggin. They're perfectionists at all times. Once they have perfectioned at it, you must appreciate it.
Weaponized OCD is what
exactly.
She'll actually find Mrs. Flanagan because she's heard the name before, and she'll ask if there's food can be sent down to everyone else down below, and then also ask if anyone knows metamorphosis.
And she goes, she goes, well, it's not my area of specialty, but I do recall, she goes, there's 3 or 4 pukas in the household, and most of them learn it at one time or another. It's an easy layup for their particular proclivities. And I believe that Erisra, no, that's not her name. Ertha, that's her name. Our Gildu has some facility with it as well.
I need somebody changed larger if possible. That's what I need.
She goes, well, she goes, now I'll send you to one of the pukas, but I have to find them. I love my pukas.
Tell me what they smell like.
She goes, this one is a small panda, red panda.
Okay. And she'll move the staff that Anil had made her onto the floor to try and get a sense of where everyone is. And then she'll start to smell for red panda.
There is a scent of something that you would associate with red pandas on top of some sort of cupboard thing. It's either a cupboard or a like shelving unit. It's hard to tell, but like it's coming from above. So they're either sitting there flying, which is unlikely for a red panda, or they're sitting on top of something.
She'll make her way over there.
Okay. You've clearly found each other, if that makes sense, but the red panda isn't doing anything right now. It's just watching you.
When she thinks that she's like right there, she'll introduce herself.
Okay. At this point, the red panda dumps an entire thing of salt on top of your head.
She doesn't bother. Doesn't faze her at all.
Goes, oh, you're no fun.
I'm plenty fun, but I have a job I need done. Would you like to make a little coin?
She goes, there's a thwop noise that's clearly somebody becoming less panda shape, and there's a clatter as the shelving unit breaks, while it's not meant to take a whole person's weight. And so there's just stuff all over the place. And there is a loud exclamation from Mrs. Finnegan of resigned anger at the thing, because it's a puka. It's a puka. And there is a giggle from this red panda. And admittedly, now that she's in front of you, she is very short, actually. She's only about 4'11". You would not be able to see this, but for purposes of explanation, she has bright red hair, and she is of African American descent, though, so it is very shocking. On top of her, you would always be able to see her somewhere. And she's like, I'm always interested in a little fun. As she goes, I'm not sure I'm interested in money though.
How about we play a little game and you make something large for me again?
She goes, okay. But if I do that, what will you do?
What would you like?
She goes,
I'm known very well for fortune telling, soothsaying.
He goes, oh no. Can't be something easy. It has to be something fun.
Oh, okay. And what's your idea of fun?
She goes, She goes, Mrs. Finnegan's made a ham. If you can steal it, I'll make whatever you want, larger or smaller.
Where's the ham?
Goes, it's like the centerpiece of tonight's meal.
Well, my dear, you have to make it fun for me because, and she'll lift up her glasses and say, I can't see.
She goes, oh, that makes it even more interesting. I will be so fascinated to see how this works.
Really?
She's like, what? It's boring, and Mrs. Finnegan wants everything to be so very perfect. She needs like more excitement in her life.
Yes, you do realize what you're asking for is that you'll put her into a canatatic fit.
She goes, yeah, I do that like every third day. It's fun.
Every third day.
I mean, not always. I mean, I still love her, but like, you know,
Then
it can be boring.
Then do me a favor, where are the lights?
She goes, he goes, I think the main light switch is out in the hallways somewhere. We're not really in control of that piece of it in case anything goes wrong because it's on the
nonsense.
generator.
You're a magician.
Oh, well, there's always that. But, oh, okay. She goes, okay, well, this could be fun. I always wanted a partner in crime.
And then she'll unhook her wings to let it come out and stretch out for a moment and then come back down.
It's like, oh, that's so cool. There is another puka here, but none of us can fly. So that's awesome. You're not a puka, are you?
No.
He goes, cool, because I'm a bugbear.
Good to know.
Maybe tomorrow I'll be an owl bear. That'll be awesome.
Kind of like what I've heard on World of Warcraft, those thingies.
Sure.
I think they're called moonkins. Boomkins. Pumpkins. Pumpkins?
Because I am very skilled at World of Warcraft.
I've never played.
She goes, I play all the time.
You'll have to tell me about it.
Absolutely.
Great. So why don't you kill the lights and I can take your ham for you?
Okay. So while they're doing that, I am going to have her do something to try and kill the lights for you. Lakoka, you are the only one outside. What are you doing to try and hunt down the source of the distress currently?
Have I arrived at like the big melee yet, or is it more like scattered fights here and there?
It is definitively people rushing to the perimeter of the property. You haven't seen anything to figure out what they're trying to repel yet.
I'm definitely just joining the masses then at the perimeter, because my goal is to just find whoever the biggest, baddest person is and take them out.
Okay, that's fair. I'm gonna need you to roll me something then for your perception. So, perception and alertness or awareness. My brain will never keep those two straight.
Sounds kind of interchangeable, I've always thought.
Yeah, I just can't remember which one is on which sheet.
Oh.
It's alertness.
6 on a crit.
Okay. You have smelled this scent of cold before. It smells like the riot did just before everything went to shit. You can't see anything yet, but you know it's close because you can smell it. It smells like a massive cold, which either means it's something, a big effect, or it is many things massing somewhere close to the property. If you roll me, trying to think, because there's a couple things that could be done here. Let's go for wits and kenning or greymare.
Can I throw my instinct specialty into that wits?
Yes.
Nice. Eight.
Okay. That is many, many successes.
That's one of my bigger pools.
Yes, you hear Elena behind you, rallying her people to try and herd whatever attacks into a particular place on the property. You also see that the vine babies you saw before have become at least the size of trolls. They are very large, and they are apparently going to act like sheepdogs. But out in the forest, you can see a couple of things. You see a masked person who you saw before. You see the eyes of the wolf, and you hear the whispering of the trees. And it is not like wind. It is like they are talking to each other.
Do I understand what you're saying?
No.
Talking shit.
But you are pretty certain that whatever is out there is some sort of thalane that is nature-based. So think dryads and stuff like that, except cold and wintry.
Okay, I'll relate this to Elena, though I imagine she already might know. And I think I'm gonna keep a close eye on the masked person that I've seen before.
Okay. That one doesn't seem to be particularly interested in what's going on in the forest, more focused on you specifically. They are watching you. Let me see if they know you are watching them. Yes, they know you're watching them.
I'm watching them watch me watch them.
Right. Basically, you have acknowledged the fact that you have seen each other. And the figure tips its head and walks off.
I'll just do the cool nod.
Cormac.
And just find a high vantage point.
You have drunk straight glamour from the balefire of this particular freehold. You
Curiosity killed the cat, but satisfaction brought him back.
Exactly. You have also drunk the balefire of a Bowmain freehold. So how I'm going to choose to manifest this, you can take an extra point of glamour. For right now, you have literally just stuck your mouth into it. It is temporary, but you do have one. You also cease to perceive the cave house area around you. It becomes the dreaming for you, so you sink back into the dreaming here. You are in the area of the balefire for this house, so you have essentially shortcutted your way into the dreaming for this freehold. This is a place of prophecy for this particular household, so it is fettered with visions of things you don't quite understand. You do see whispers of a pool similar to the ones you just drank from, but it isn't the same one. It is very much a silver looking pool, and you see the whispers of those coffins again, and then it vanishes and you see blood on Lakoka's hands, but in like a Lady Macbeth kind of way, rather than Lakoka ate something and there's blood all over her. You see you see Annunciata shadowed, like stealthed through something. You see Iris pursued by something she cannot see. You see Anil with Lakoka's scythe and something else forging something. You see Gray beneath the ocean or the sea. You're not sure. And you see her getting close to something that feels dangerous, but you can't quite put your finger on it because it seems wholesome. And then you feel stuck here because you have drunk from this and you can't quite get out, and the visions get faster and more dire, and you feel the bite of winter, and you hear the howl of the wolf, and then a roaring fire consumes you and leaves you feeling empty. And you wake up again.
Okay.
So it was a very exciting drink you took. You come back to it feeling a little overwhelmed. It is a little more like fleeting memories of stuff that just kind of bombard you, and you're like, okay, that was interesting.
Who's afraid of the big bad wolf?
Oh, Chloe. Are you here with us?
What?
You okay? You sort of spaced out there for a little bit.
Oh, I'm fine, dear. Ma'am. I'm fine. Now, we should probably see if there's anything we can be doing to help right now instead of just sitting around.
I mean, I put some oomph into whatever's going on.
Actually, that's a good idea. I'll go and see if I can help get everything situated with food this time.
Okay. While he's doing that, the puka you are staring at, and then, well, you're not staring at, but the puka you can hear, it moves away from you. You can hear her moving, but nobody around you is acting like they can see her, which indicates that some use of illusion has been tripped off here, because otherwise people would move in response to her, and they are not doing so. So you can still smell her. You wait. You hear the door open, actually, because you came in here, and so it is not barred off like it was before. And about 3 to 4 minutes later, the power goes out, which everybody downstairs also experiences.
Flashlight.
Seriously, does Iris have a flashlight in her hair?
It's her hair of holding. She has one of everything in her hair.
It's at this time that Anne will, when she hears the puka get down, she'll start to make her way towards the table to find where that ham is. And she'll have pulled Madden out of her purse, put them, gently into her hair around her ear, and said, "Tell me when I get to the ham."
He says, "Okay, if it helps, I have mooch."
Good. We're gonna need it.
It's like, sweet. I always love that power. It's the most ridiculous power.
Well, if you want to get to be your normal height again, we have to mooch it so we can get you back into your normal size.
He's like, okay, well, I'm going to try and mooch it into your bag because I am not big enough to put it in my pocket.
There.
All right. And you hear him muttering under his breath for a second, and then you feel the heaviness of a very large ham in your back. He's like, we're gonna die. We just stole a Boggin's, like...
We're not gonna die. We're gonna put it back in the oven.
All right. Well...
Because this is all now, the power's out, she's gonna move back and say, tell me where to go to the kitchen, and then she's gonna have him put the ham into the oven.
Okay, so you make your way back up the stairs. You smell the puka on the way by, passing you, so there's clearly like some overlap there. You go back out through the library and back to the kitchen as Madden directs you, and he's like, I swear, pukas will do anything for a joke in the most inopportune times. Also, that puka has never played World of Warcraft in its life, and you know that, right?
I've never played World of Warcraft in my life. You know that, right?
Great. So we're going to listen to that puka have a story about what World of Warcraft is like, and it is absolutely not going to be what World of Warcraft is like at all, but it's going to be amazing.
At least you'll be regular size again.
He's like, yeah, I know. I'm just saying. I don't want you to get hurt by pukas and their nonsense.
I get hurt if I don't get hurt. It doesn't matter to me. It's inconsequential. It's getting the mission done.
You feel his hands like go up against your face, and then like his arm try to like stick it over your mouth. Like, no. Look, you're trying to make me big, which is consequential to me. I would like to stop being 6 inches tall. So if you tell me that you are inconsequential when I have lived in your fucking bag for like 3 days now, I'm going to get mad, and I'm going to use something that isn't a metamorphosis power to give you self-confidence. Because you did that for the big hair one, Iris. So
I have confidence in myself.
Right.
It's the realization of that, what my lot is in life. Look at Anil, look at Lakota, look at Gray and Iris and Cormac. They have all these things ahead of them. I don't.
You can have things in front of you. Nothing says you can't.
Everything says I can't. No, it's a small truth. I'll tell it later to you. However,
okay. Well then, for right now, there are things ahead of us that involve ham. But tell me what the cards say, because I swear if you pull the tower again, I'm just gonna, I don't know, fling myself off of some.
I won't tell you what I pulled. Let's get the ham in the oven, and then we'll return to
it's the tower.
No, the first one was the star. Then it was death. Then it was tower.
Okay.
You wish to know.
Put the ham in the oven. I'm gonna die somehow.
Oh, don't start. I'll die before all of you, so don't even start with me. And she'll open up the purse, and then she'll find the oven. And
he directs you to the oven and like where the handle is. Your other senses are more than adequately attuned to be able to open the oven and put a ham in it.
And after she puts the ham, she goes into her handbag to feel her cards again, and she goes, "You have strength. You'll be the strength for them all when I'm gone."
He goes, you are being very morbid, and I know that's a Slua thing, but like, no, we're not doing that. I've had enough morbid right now. Like, no. We're gonna go make me big, and we're
making you big, and then we'll deal with everything else later. It's getting cold for me. Very cold.
Gray, the Lord is coming out of his trance, like he has set his plan into motion, and he looks at you and he says, you know something. I know you know something. I saw it in my dreams.
One is hunted, one is haunted, one is harbinger.
He says, oh, not as consequential as I had hoped, but it is something. What?
Well, fuck you two.
He says,
how about that?
He says, no, prophecy is always a fickle mistress.
How fickle you, it stresses me out every time I have to say something against my will. And you're like, man, it's not that consequential, man.
He says, well, the last time I had a prophecy, it removed my soul, which was fun.
Oh, well, Excuse me.
He goes, no. Beaumain is full of contradictions in and of itself, which is why a portion of our household thinks that if we murder ourselves with iron knives, we will attain Arcadia again. No, don't look at me like that. I don't think that, but that there is a portion that does. And I don't know if they're wrong, but I'm unwilling to find out.
I mean, that's fair, and I respect that. I respect your choices.
Anil, what are you up to down here?
I think Anil is just kind of trying to distract herself with like shit she's finding in her pockets, just like attempting to like origami like scraps of paper she finds and just trying to like she doesn't really know what to do right now. Okay. So she's just kind of like futzing around.
Roll me something important here. Roll me your
Iris ever get her gun back from Anil?
Charisma or stamina? I know those are.
I did give you back your gun.
Because I was thinking, I'm like Iris would be like, "Do you want to keep the gun?"
I did give Iris the gun back.
Just a straight charisma or stamina, please.
They are the same. Hold on.
Okay, while you're doing that, Lakota. In the field of battle, there
Goose egg.
Okay. I will come back to that because you were about to be drawn into the pool too. Lakota, out in the field of battle, you see a giant tree move. Just move like a human being. It roars something unintelligible. And from the trees split off many others like it, slightly smaller than the one in front, like it is their general. It has red eyes. Once it has split off from the tree, it still is human looking, but it very clearly came off one of the trees, like it just melded into it. You taste winter even stronger than it was before, and there is something that is causing the people around you to blanch against it, even though they are holding their ground. Elena casts something that causes a warm light to issue around the people of her freehold, and you feel new energy. She has cast Awaken on everyone. It makes one of your effects more powerful currently, but it also gives you life and, courage, that kind of thing. The other side of this casts something. Let me see how many successes they get for it. And
so much casting.
I know. You wanted a battle. This was how this goes. So I need you to roll your willpower for me. And let me roll my own stuff.
Just straight willpower?
Just straight willpower.
Cool. That's 3.
Okay. So, for the first time in your life, you feel terrified. It is overwhelming. You can push through this by spending willpower and continuing to roll your willpower until you get above their cantrip successes. But they have invoked the terror of the long night, and you feel your death approaching. That is what this is like. You feel the death of all changelings approaching. It is winter manifest in your heart.
All right, yeah, I think I'll power through with willpower. So I'm just burning a willpower for that?
Yes, you can keep doing stuff, but you have to keep burning through your willpower until you beat their successes, which currently stand at a 5.
Okay. Ooh, that'll be a tough to beat, but I guess I'll burn through it. Would the effect stop if I took out whoever cast that?
Yes, or if you exited the effect. You don't know how big their area of effect is. You know it's enough to impact the front line.
Is it that tree thing I saw casting it?
Yes.
Alright, so I think I'll burn a willpower and then just bull rush the tree because I don't have that much willpower.
Okay. Roll strength and whatever you are fighting with. So it'll be brawl if you're trying to bite it, and it'll be melee if you're trying to
Oh
use.
no, it's a tree, so we're busting out the chainsaw.
Okay. Absolutely.
And can I dump some fire into it?
You can absolutely use your pyretic.
Dragon's Ire.
Yeah. Dragon's Ire is a thing that happens on you and or makes your weapon stronger in that it's harder to break.
Alright, so you know what? The chainsaw is kind of flimsy, so I think I'll put the Dragon's Ire into the chainsaw, because I think otherwise I don't have the pyre thing.
Okay. So, absolutely, you can put the Dragon's Ire into the chainsaw. It will make it more durable. So that is a good thing in this particular case.
Alright, so I'm going to roll strength and melee.
Okay.
That's 8 on a crit.
Okay. You beat his defense currently, so you will do your strength and damage to them.
Alright, so 6.
Okay. You hear Elena yell behind you, "Don't just fight them. Round them into the property. We have to get them to the dreaming before the mortal authorities are called." And if you look back onto the property, you can see there is a glowing vine currently that is clearly being used as a door into the dreaming by Elena. Also, you would know as a changeling, it's not so much that mortals are forbidden, it's just most people don't, because mortals tend to bring banality with them, which is bad for you in general, but also because they don't ever know what to do with what they see, and then they start swarming stuff.
Fair.
Anil, you have become fascinated with the pool and what you can see in it. There's a golden light emitting from it, and you see the lid of a golden coffin raise. And there's a man inside it. And he looks at you and he says, "Ah, I know you." He says, "You have not yet met my sister, but you will. But I need you. Questions later. I need you to reforge my spear."
Okay, who the fuck are you? Where the fuck are the parts of the spear? And why the fuck should I?
He says, "Because I asked. And I'm going to roll something for him now.
Oh god.
Please roll me."
He asked very politely.
Yes, your willpower against
I
him.
forget how rolling willpower works.
So
I have the four
So just
circles and then the two blocks.
Just roll the 4 dice currently.
Okay. Even though I have two of the 4
Yeah.
checked off.
That's
Okay.
fine. There's a different mechanic to that happens when you tick off all your boxes on your 4.
Pretty good. I got a 1.
Okay. You feel compelled to do as he asks. like undeniably compelled to do as he asks. You can yell at him, but you still want to do it. He says,
All right.
I can smell the scent of part of my spear around you. You'll find it. The rest I do not know.
Well, that doesn't help.
Says it is a grand quest for which I will owe you a boon.
Never had a boon before.
Not a minor one. I shall owe you a boon, and you shall be my champion.
Who fucking are you? I mean, it sounds interesting. I'm in. Who are you?
He says, my time is up. But you can always look it up. And the water fades again. Cormac, because you drank the water, you drank the water. You
dumb fuck.
You have a sensation like an echo of that vision you saw of a second coffin opening. Yeah. There's no coffins in here. It's a perfectly calm pool, and the Lord is sort of watching it interestedly, but easily distracted, man.
Cormac, are you okay?
I'm fine. I'm just paying for the curiosity, Don't spend a whole lot of time around that kind of thing, so I had to give it a shot. I'm just seeing things.
I would have thought you would have enjoyed fishing on your days off. You would have been like plenty of lakes.
Actually, I'm not much of a fisher now that we've had this little misunderstanding. I don't know.
You would have enjoyed like the peace and quiet. I used to enjoy watching the koi ponds.
I do yoga instead.
Cormac.
Anil's gonna lean over to Gray and just say, if Cormac enjoyed peace and quiet, he wouldn't be around Iris.
No.
Cormac,
sorry.
You get a second photo from your ex of your kid. This one it's clearly on the same day. It has them winning some sort of award. Again, no context.
He sends a message back this time. It says, should I know what's happening here?
I forgot to ask, is your child a boy, a girl?
It's an 8-year-old son.
Okay.
Bulbasaur.
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 You get a text back. It says, he wanted you to see he won the prize at school today.
He feels bad for snapping. He takes a deep breath and he messages back. Can I see him 2 weeks out?
There is a typing, stop, clearly deleting, typing, stop. It's going to go on for a minute or two, so you can safely put your phone away until she figures out what she's going to say.
All right. He needs to busy his hands then. He's going to approach the head of the house.
Okay. The Marquis is now sitting next to the pool staring at it with that kind of vaguely intellectual, easily distracted stare of somebody who's found something to be interested in that is not related to reality at all.
Okay. Okay, so he'll sit down next to him and just ask, is there anything that you need? Can I help you, please?
He's like, he looks you up and down, and clearly, like, he was thinking about something else entirely, and he's like, are you good at people management? Because I'm not, but keeping people calm or controlling the land, because that's what you can do down here. But if you want to like do something more physical, upstairs is where you're headed to my wife.
I'll stay down here.
It's like, okay, well, what are you good at?
protecting Iris.
Well, my skills are probably more suited to upstairs, but I'm not really interested in getting into a fight at the moment. You know what? This isn't a problem that you need to solve. I come over hoping.
He's like, no, I can figure out something for you to do. You might have noticed my wife and I are like two ends of a spectrum, and we balance each other okay, but I am not the people one nor the hit it one. So I sometimes don't know what to say, and I'd like to send you to do something you'd like to do, because I am useless. Understand that I am useless. My wife calls me useless, and I love her for it because I know I am useless.
I understand. Would you mind if I just sat here with you for a while?
It's like, no, totally fine. Please don't drink the water again. Like,
Don't worry, I feel kind of funny. I'm not going to do that twice.
It also, like, there's a set amount of, like, glamour we can produce for the freehold at any time, and I have to make sure everybody gets some. So, that's also my job.
Yes, sir.
Okay. It's like, sorry, I'm the worst. I think I've explained this. I am the worst. Also, it is noisy down here to me. It is always noisy down here to me.
Noisy.
He's like, I always see visions by the pool.
Interesting.
Yeah. It's why Elena likes to be outside where the noisy happens in front of her. She doesn't like the noisy that happens down here.
Would you like to talk to me about some of those visions? Just out loud while you're seeing them. Describe them for me, please. And you don't have to RP that if you don't want to.
He will absolutely do so. What I was actually going to say is that while he describes some of his visions to you, and I will type up some stuff so you have some knowledge of what he pulls for you, we're going to take a break and let everybody take 5 minutes, do what they need to. We'll see everybody afterwards. Enjoy, and see you soon. welcome back, everyone. Thank you for sticking with us. And we are going to pick up where we left off with everybody on their respective quests to find glory, to find themselves, to find the answers,
To find a ham.
Yes.
To find hide a ham.
Yeah. The lights come back on at about this time. Your Puka friend has obviously decided that it has been enough time for you. You also did not specify a number of minutes or that she had to keep the lights off. So clearly the lights came back on, and the Lord looks up and he goes, I was beginning to become concerned, but clearly it is just normal shenanigans. He goes, you always have to wait a little bit before you panic with any changeling gathering, because we're changelings and we do stupid shit. No, we're supposed to. He looks at Cormac and he's like, I know. Well, from your demeanor, I'm sensing troll. I can't see you in your fey mean here, but
yeah.
And out of all of us, you take everything the most seriously, which I admire. But changelings are meant to bring creativity into the world. So if I shun it when it's happening to me, I'm doing something wrong.
Respectable.
Now, it's still annoying as shit because I would really much prefer to be studying, but you know, pukas are people too.
Would Anil have noticed Mac drinking?
Yes.
Okay.
He literally took a swing of it in front of everybody but Annunciata. And
I just want to make sure that
this was a totally normal thing to do.
And even if Annunciata was here, she wouldn't have seen it.
Exactly.
So I think Anil would talk to Mac and just be like, hey, I know you were into the pool in a fucking weird way. Did you notice that person in the coffin?
I did.
Some dude in a coffin, fucking just chilling in there?
Funny enough, I saw two. Yeah. I'm not sure what it means.
I only saw one.
Is this happening?
One of them talked to me.
Out loud, out of curiosity? Is it just normal conversation tone?
Probably.
Yeah. Okay. Both Iris and Gray, you can probably hear this. You've not gone anywhere.
Anil and me are probably the least subtle.
Yeah. Anil is many things. Subtle is not one of them.
Well, if Gray can hear this, Gray's like, I'm sorry, what are we talking about?
Yeah, there's it is. She takes another look inside the pool. Was some motherfucker in the water, and they talked to me.
The pool is very still.
Somebody's in it?
Wait, what was that, Spec?
The pool is currently very still and very black, even to the two who have had experiences with it at this point.
Okay. Wait. Somebody's in there? Don't we need to get them out?
They seemed fine. They were talking.
Breathe.
Iris is gonna.
I don't think it's literal.
And just go, hello.
Oh, Dios.
No, ma'am. It was the dreaming thing.
The Lord pipes up because you're not being subtle. He's like, this is a wellspring of the power of this freehold, which incidentally our house, all about the visions. So you have had prophetic guidance, possibly, maybe. It's never very helpful.
We noticed.
Well, I was told to find and make some type of fucking spear. Do you know any spear parts around here?
He goes, I mean, we have spears, but I
Nah, I'm looking for... This would be a part of one.
It's like, I mean, I can ask the master of the forge, but I don't know of any portentous spears in our possession.
Yeah, I mean, we're all familiar with Arthurian legend. You know, people in water talk about special weapons, not just that thing you got lying around in the armory. Did they give any clues?
He goes, the Arthurian legend is interesting, but a bastardization of an older thing.
and that's the way history goes, isn't it?
Gray,
Yes.
you can actually start trying to piece this together. You are
Huzzah!
fairly familiar with folklore in general because that is what you focus on in your band. I would like you to roll an intelligence and I will go for lore. Let's go for lore. Lore is a good thing here. Or gray mare if you don't have any.
I have more gray mare than I do lore.
Okay.
Okay. Give me 2 seconds to figure out how much I'm rolling.
Cool.
And what's the threshold?
It is a 7 on this one.
Give me good stuff.
Okay. You are vaguely familiar of a spear of legend. It's taking you a minute to place who it belonged to, though. You have a vague association with some of your Celtic stuff, but again, you're in essentially a hole under the ground and there's nothing to look up. You probably want to get your phone out and start looking things up because it's not immediately apparent.
Is there... I think I know whose it is.
Wasn't there a guy with a dog or something that had a spear?
No, he was
I'm messaging you privately.
Okay.
I love it.
There's a spear of Longinus or a spear of destiny, which was used to pierce Jesus' side.
I'm thinking Cohen.
Yes.
That I can never pronounce it, which is why I'm like, I'm gonna type it and not be an asshole.
So the answer actually here is no, that is not correct.
Damn it.
But it is getting closer.
I had it.
Is it the Spear of Mortal Pain?
No.
Oh. Well, alas.
Don't like that.
If there's a Spear of Mortal Pain, is there one of Immortal Pain?
Probably.
Don't let Makoka touch things called that.
That's not Lakota we have to worry about at the moment, is it?
Anil, you can see Gray processing something in her brain, but it's clearly not coming to fruition. So you are.
Is it Lou?
Is it?
I'm looking up my trickster gods. Which is appropriate.
So while Gray busily Googles every possible person in the Celtic pantheon who might have possessed a spear at some point. Lakota, outside you feel the sensation of more things coming from every side of the property. Elena rides to essentially in a circle around her house is what she's doing right now, trying to keep everybody inspired and able to fight the encroaching winter beings that are coming towards you. She has indicated a spot for you to try and drive them. I know you are trying to take down the general of this particular area, okay? So what I'm going to have you do, because you can actually probably do this, is we are going to have you roll 3 rolls of strength and whatever you're going to use to fight it. So your brawl, your melee, whatever you want to there. You can use your arts if you want to. And I am going to roll 3 rolls on my side too. And we will see how this plays out. Okay?
Can I activate more than one art at a time?
Yes, I will also be activating arts for this general, and your threshold's going to raise to 8.
Okay. Oh, I don't have numbered dice. I just have my vampire dice.
You want me to roll for you?
Oh, yes, if you don't mind.
How many do you need?
Hold on. Got a math.
I mean,
11. It's a pool of 11 for my strength rolls.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I understand.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
As far as arts, I'm just gonna keep up the dragon's fire on the chainsaw.
Okay.
And if I may, dragon scale myself.
I'm just going to show you the shenanigans.
Okay.
There are 2 10s in there, 2 8s, and a 9.
Yep, that sounds right for Lakota. That sounds right for Lakota.
I have one job.
The fact that I had to move the entire laptop to show you the shenanigans.
Thank you, Michelle. Would you mind rolling that 2 more times? Just because as far as D10s, I just have my vampire dice and they're not numbered.
The DC's 8.
Mm-hmm.
That's just 3 successes.
Okay.
And one more time.
Mm-hmm.
2, 3, 4, 5. 5 this time.
Okay. The first one succeeds, the second one fails, and the third one is a tie. So, things will happen in order. You hack into this tree-like man. He roars in pain twice. He obviously becomes very injured, at which point he moves from trying to attack you into trying to cast on you, at which point he says, "Will you join me, little one?"
No.
He says, "Okay. Will you let my people pass?"
Yes. Oh, well, no, because it's a different request, right?
Nope. It just has to be the second one.
Oh, okay, so yes. But specifically his people, he's not getting to pass.
He says, "Okay." And he kneels down and he lets you chop off his head.
I will say, Spectre, I agreed to let them pass. I did not agree to let them live.
No, I agree. That's all he asked for, though. Not everything is meant to be perfect. It's just meant to give advantage. So, while you do, that's why your third success kills him. You are left with the head of a man and the scent of decaying leaves, which is very strange. It should smell like blood. His people do surge past you, though, while you're doing that. Admittedly, Elena's people are still there, and they are attempting to herd this crowd of tree things that are trying to fight them, and succeeding actually relatively well towards the vine. You can follow them. I will say you can cut down probably a fifth of them before they hit the vine.
Yeah, just do like a little Tasmanian devil spin around with the chainsaw.
Correct. So you are left with a swath of bodies behind you, and then you follow them into the dreaming?
I'm going to look for another, like, general type creature because I trust Elena's folk to handle the rank and file.
Okay. There's one at all 4 cardinal directions of the property, so you can continue in this fashion 3 more times.
Yeah, I'll keep doing that then.
Okay. Annunciacata. Madden goes, "Well, we stole a ham. There's going to be a very upset Boggin downstairs."
Oh, we didn't do anything to her ham. We were just told to gently hide and cause a little bit of a chaos. So it'll be all fine. Let's go and get you big.
Okay. Downstairs, as you come back down the stairs and you start locking the doors back again, as Madden helps you with where all of the bars are, you hear like angry Italian woman screaming at people.
And then Ziakata will just quietly make her way back to the Red Panda. She's got a mission to complete.
Kara's like, her name is Kara, by the way. And she's like, she goes, "This is hilarious. This is the best. Like, I should be worried about what's going on outside, and I am, or I'm not. But, like, she's so serious. And you were guests. Do you have any idea how serious she gets when we have guests? So much food.
I can imagine. Now I think my friend needs to become big again.
He goes, yeah. I did promise, and this is pretty funny. So.
Indeed.
Yeah. All right. Fine. Besides, I never know who has contract around here anyway. So, you know. And she goes, where? And Madden's like, it's me.
She'll move and gently put him down.
She goes, you have a small person. Why is he a small person?
Less questions, more do.
Fine. But I still want to know about the small person.
We'll talk about it later.
Madden's like, it was satyrs. The puka's like, right on. And she whispers to herself for a minute. And then there's like the sound of an elastic band. And Madden is suddenly about 5'10", solidly built Asian dude, grinning. He's like, that was awesome. It felt like being Jello.
Did it work?
Just yes. And he puts his hands on your shoulders and he's like, hi, sorry, I just wanted to show you that I'm a full-sized person. I'm not good at this, and I've been in your purse for 3 days.
Yes.
Sorry. And he takes his hands off and he's like, I'm sorry. I got excited. Excited.
It's okay. I'm not used. People don't touch me.
I'm sorry.
You're fine.
I won't do it again.
It's fine. I'm used to being in my own space. Sorry.
Okay. Well,
you don't have to whisper. I have to whisper.
Yeah, I understand. But I also, I've been in the court long enough to know that sluas hate loud noises, and they mostly think all of us talking at regular noise is loud noises. So I'm making less loud noises. Because when I was 6 inches tall, I couldn't make loud noises anyway.
I appreciate that. And then she will turn around and give Kara a thumbs up, and then she will actually give the magician card from her tarot deck to Kara and say, see, told you worked magic.
She goes, but I have so many questions.
Later, I now have to save the Boggin from having a cardinal card attack.
Aww.
You had your fun.
It was fun while it lasted, though.
Don't worry. And then Annunciata will walk over to the Boggin and say, Mrs. Finnegan.
What? Shh. She stares at you.
You might want to check your oven. I think somebody must have misplaced your ham. I can smell it.
She goes, damn it! And she runs out of the room like...
Madden, I think I want to lay down now. I'm tired and I'm cold.
He goes, okay. I mean, there's beds in here. Hang on, let me ask around for a minute. And
I'll just quietly go to my room. No one will notice.
He's like, your room is upstairs where they're fighting.
They're fighting outside, not upstairs.
Well, what if they get past and you're not... No, okay, if you're going upstairs to your room, I'm coming to sit outside the door. That's what's happening here.
Oh, good Lord. Why don't you go... You know what, how about this? Let's go introduce you to everyone, and she'll just try to find his hand and lead him back downstairs.
He notices and just, takes your hand, and he's like, if we're going downstairs, I'm pretty certain. Just come on. Exactly. He is a Fiona himself, so he is pretty just, excitable and passionate about whatever he's doing right now, so,
She'll make her way to the library, or make her way down the stairs to where everyone is, and she'll tap on the cane that Anil made her and go, everyone, Madden.
Everyone, you can, except Lakota, obviously, you can now see a 5'10" Asian man standing next to Annunciata, hello.
Hilariously shorter than I imagined.
He's like, how's that supposed to make me feel?
No, you're a perfectly normal sized person. I'm just very tall.
He goes, well, I mean, I'm slightly different sized in the dreaming. I'm pretty. That's what I'm supposed to be, pretty. And
Of
no
course
one
you are,
said
babe.
tall.
I mean, I'm sure you're more than that.
He goes, yeah, you'd think that, but I'm pretty certain I'm a dumbass.
Do I sound like all the time?
Yes.
What?
And this is why I'm on your case.
Because look, I'm saying this in full recognition that she tend to have a problem walking into rooms and ordering everybody around and like, hey, yeah, I can do that too. It's creepy.
I will fight everyone's self-esteem right now if I have to.
I just
What did I miss?
I'll fucking do it.
The Lord looks up and like,
What did
the Marquis looks up and he's like, you sound like my wife. Like, you sound like my wife. Like,
anyway, I'm totally confused about what all you guys were talking about.
I have absolutely no idea what's going on. I just made him big.
Yeah,
I know.
that's awesome.
I'm still kind of in shock about it.
it's like, it's been a long Seder party, but it's been real fun.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Madden, where are you?
And he's like, I'm right here. He literally just like holds your hand again, like, still right here.
Okay, put me to your face.
He's like,
Great. And she'll shove a Snicker bar in his mouth.
he's like,
That bit never gets old.
admittedly, he's pretty happy with the Snickers bar, so he's just like trying to eat it while he complains.
That's why I want to learn metamorphosis to make like larger Snickers bars.
Like, I mean, there's way more things to do with metamorphosis, but okay. Like, he's trying to say this around the Snickers bar as he tries to like eat enough of it to be able to talk again.
Oh, she just stuck it in his mouth and let it go, so.
Yeah, no, he's literally trying to eat it. He's here for the Snickers bar. He's just, now.
So, what did I miss with everyone? What
Everyone's
was those?
and I don't know what's going on.
Well, let me explain. No, there is too much. Let me sum up. People are trying to turn around and try and take it into this house. People are outside defending the house. I got him big. You guys had a kumbaya, and I'm coming down to find out what's going on.
Apparently there's someone on the water.
There was Kumbaya. Where was I?
No,
Apparently,
there's just hallucinations. Close enough, though.
apparently someone
Where?
in the water, but they don't talk back when I say hi, apparently. Corey drank the water and was all like, ooh. Ania was all like, ooh, as well at one point, and it was all weird. And
I did not drink the
Gray was
water.
about to, and Gray is just being wonderful and amazing, and
There's water down here?
You can definitely smell the water. It is very. If you walk forward, you can feel it. Madden grabs you. She's like, "There's a big pool in the middle of the room and a tree. Please don't do that."
I'm not gonna drink it. I know not to drink hallucinated water.
The Marquis sighs and he goes, "It's our balefire. Please don't drink the water."
I'm not drinking water at all. Can I just touch it?
Because, I mean, everyone else is doing it, so sure. Madden's like,
I'm not doing it.
She'll just touch the water. That's
okay. You touch the water and roll me your stamina, please.
Okay.
While she's doing this, the Lord looks up suddenly and he goes, "Oh, the attack has moved. We should be able to return to the main house again."
I want to poke the fun water too.
Okay.
What's the DC?
It's a 8.
Oh, I got a big old goose egg.
Okay. You also have this
Is it a golden goose egg?
Actually, it was with golden dice, so yes.
All right. As you touch the water, you have the experience of darkness. And you felt this before with a lot of your visions already, but this one is very empty until the wolf walks up beside you. you can fully see it now. It is a very large wolf. It's at least half the size of you. It does have the golden eyes. It does not growl. It does not threaten you. It just stands there and it stares forward. And as you stare forward, you see this trickle of golden light, and it has sort of like an hourglass shape to it. And the top of it is very golden, and it trickles down and trickles down and trickles down into the nothing and the blackness. And the wolf whines sadly at it and looks at you, and you come back from your vision.
She'll just slowly recoil back, put her hands underneath, and just shiver.
Goes, seems it's not anyone's night tonight, as the Marquis watches you shiver. Iris, you touch the water.
And she just goes, boop.
Okay. You see a vision of yourself happily surrounded in court again. It feels normal. It feels like what you expect things to be. It feels like things were before all of this started happening. You were on your way up. You understood. You were making friends. You know, you were part of the ruling house of the Kingdom of Northern Ice. You had been invited to the Royal Riot. Everything seemed better. You know, your parents weren't always crazy about everything you did, but they also weren't like not emailing you back either. So, you know, feels normal. The only thing about it is, as you sit in this room and you talk to your friends and you talk to everyone around you, you hear whispers behind you. Whispers that seem to get closer but have no source. But they seem to know who you are, and they seem to know what your thoughts are, and they seem to know every imperfection that you have ever felt about yourself. And then someone who you feel very calm with, and you're not certain if it's your mentor, if it's Cressida, or if it's the Queen, somebody who is sort of more of an authority figure in your life, or who would have more of a positive connotation for you, says, "Dear one, there's a way to stop that. Let me help." And you wake up.
Huh? What does it mean?
I ain't touching the water.
No.
I feel like people are looking at me waiting for me to do it too. No, I'm not succumbing to your peer pressure.
Don't touch the water.
The
It's fucking
Selkie's
weird.
the only one who's really not down for it, huh? There's a little bit of irony.
Gray,
Huge irony.
roll me your stamina.
Oh, motherfucker. Just stamina or anything else?
Just stamina.
Someone splashed you.
I'm so mad. I will be so mad.
Iris is gonna slink off into the corner to just sit in the corner.
The Marquis is like, "Hey, this is not anyone's night tonight."
It was gonna be my night, but then...
Hey, it's Madden's. Madden turned
It's
bacon.
Madden's night.
Yes.
Yeah.
What's the base?
It's just a 6. It's your normal base. Okay. You successfully do not get splashed or touch the water, but
Good.
you do feel like you haven't been near water for quite some time and you miss it.
Don't you use my depression against me. How dare you use my mental health?
I am using your kith against you. You have the vague sensation that you would like to be back on the water soon.
I mean, okay, well, yeah, that's valid. I've been having that for a while.
Yes.
That's okay.
I'm
still not touching it.
No, you don't have to touch it in the slightest.
Good.
But the intense want to be by the water increases.
Good. That's fine. I can live with that. Sad all my life, might as well be even sadder now.
I'm babies. Anyways, Cormac, you get a text message and said that has settled on, "Are you in town to do that?"
Yeah, I will be in a couple of weeks.
Okay. She goes, the text comes back faster this time since she's clearly decided what she's going to do about it. And she goes, well, let me know and we'll set up something. He misses you.
Okay. He's gonna put the phone away and not respond to that one. This
Okay.
is obviously something that's a little bit
Yep.
anxiety inducing.
One sec.
People should not give me these things to play with, but you know. Anyways, Lakota, you, based on your roles from previously, you do take down the generals from each of the corners here. You still sense that there's something beyond this directing it, but you can't find it. You found everything that is big that is directing things to take down. Every time you manage to take them down, there's that scent of decaying leaves again, which is a little odd. I also want you to roll 4 dice and get at least 2 successes on a base 6.
Okay, that's 4.
Okay, great. You still have your chainsaw after all of that is done. It held up better than you thought it was going to, which means that the dragon's ire was successful in holding that together for you. Anil, there's something wonky with your vision now. Certain things have a bit of golden light to them when you look at them. It is not directional based, but it is kind of like in video games when things are important, they light up.
Okay, yeah.
The pool currently has that golden shimmer to it, which it didn't have before, and no one else is reacting like it does. No one else in the room does either, but there's also this vague pinging in the back of your brain to like something is nearby, but you can't see anything besides the pool that is of interest currently.
Do I get like a potential sense of where it is?
No, it's like echolocation in that you can hear something ping off your call for it, but where it is, you don't know.
I'm gonna go for a walk. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Don't worry.
You walk upstairs and out of the safe house if you continue following this. And you walk until you run into Lakota.
What's up? How are you? How's shit outside?
I'm amazing. Probably one of my best nights. And I think she's gonna gesture to just like the trail of 4 tree person heads she's dragging behind her.
They are very impressive and very large.
That's morbid. Good for you.
As far as the general, I think generally they're doing okay. I haven't really looked.
When you look at Lakota, I have a question. Where is your scythe currently?
Oh, I'm dragging everything with me.
Okay. The handle of the scythe is glowing to you.
Oh shit. I'm gonna hold it next to my ear.
No, it's not for you. It's for Anil.
Oh, okay.
Anil, you can see the handle of the scythe glowing.
Can I see the scythe for a minute?
Okay. And I'll like gingerly hold it out.
I'll just like reach out and grab it real quick. And do I like I inspect it. Like, is it cracked? Is it broken? Like, I'm looking for an excuse to take this and replace it. So like be like, I can make you a new handle for this.
It is exceptionally well crafted, unfortunately. Lakota, this is definitively your treasure. It has a power all its own. When you separate the scythe from Lakota, um, Anil, you see the glow transfer a little bit to Lakoka as well.
In what way? Like part or like a small part of her, or like
Like the two things are tainted by the same thing.
You're not cursing, so you're thinking. The fuck is up?
it's glowing.
Lakoka, it is not glowing.
All right, I don't see the glow, but I assume this is like some knocker shit.
Yeah, sure, why not? Can I borrow this for a little bit? I
I
won't
mean,
do anything.
okay.
I'm not gonna break it, probably. Cover my bases. I mean, shit happens.
Well, I mean, if you end up breaking part of it, then you have to fix La Llorona, and I'll just hold out the chainsaw. Like, it's still going, but, you know, it's gonna need to get fixed eventually.
Deal.
Okay.
Solid.
While they're having this discussion, Annunziata Madden sits down or stands next to you wherever you are currently, and he says, "Hey, so I know you want some time on your own, and I know I'm super obnoxious because I am the idiot who went to a Seder party and ended up 6 inches tall for 3 days.
You are aware Gray is going to hurt you for saying such words.
Look,
I will.
I'm acknowledging my flaws. I am super loyal to people. I am good at lots of things. I have lots of powers, but I am an idiot who got turned into a 6-inch tall person at a Seder party, and I can acknowledge that about myself."
He'll accept this.
And Nancy Akata's going to go very quietly in Hammond's ear and say, words matter. Be careful what you say around others. You show who you are. However, why do you think nobody knows my faults or what I'm thinking?
He goes, "That's," and he like lowers his voice, and it's clearly like him trying to be considerate but also trying to whisper at the same time, so it's like very whispery. He's like, "I know, but you said some shit that I'm worried about, and I feel like you need to talk to somebody about it. So I'm here to talk about it. Not like now if you don't want to, but like I feel like you need to talk about it at some point."
Find me the wolf.
He goes, "Oh no.
Oh, yeah.
I have had too much experience with that wolf ruining everybody's life."
It's not a ruining of lives. It's changing of sorts.
He's like, "Tell that to me and my boyfriend in stasis, please."
I never had a relationship. I wouldn't know about such things.
He goes, "Yeah, I don't have a relationship anymore either because my boyfriend was put in stasis."
So that's what happened to the prince, huh?
Yeah. He goes, "Oh shit. Yeah, that's what happened to the prince. It's long. It's a long story. It's a stupid story.
It's a story. Whether it's stupid or not, it's up to interpretation from other people. But the thing is that you're letting other people judge you for something you chose to do.
He's like, "I came over here to talk about you, not me. I have my own issues. I was here to talk about you."
Reflection is a wonderful art I've learned how to master throughout my years.
He's like, "So if I just hold up a mirror to you, will you talk about you instead?"
Being that I can't see myself, and I'm kind of glad. I mean, think about it.
It's like, why? I don't like. You're a perfectly lovely person. I don't know why you wouldn't want to look at. Well, I mean, I know why you wouldn't want to look at yourself in a mirror because, like, the blind thing. But like, in terms of other people looking at you, I don't see what the problem is.
I'm a slower. You do know what that means, right?
Yes,
No,
I have met most of the Kiths. I haven't met all the Thalain yet, and I'm glad I haven't done that. But
no, you don't hear what's said behind my back, or any of our backs.
Nope.
I know I'm the least favorite Kith to be around. I know I'm pretty much a horrible monster, and I know that I'm a nightmare. This is fine. I accept that. Here's the thing of it all. I use my power and my arts to make other people have a better life. Make sure that they know and matter. That's all that matters to me.
Can Gray hear anything that Enunciacata just said?
Well, assuming that she's not left the room, then if you're listening to her whisper, then yeah.
Gray is going to be very distressed and like tugging on Enunciacata's sleeves and like, none of that's true. None of that's true.
None of what is true.
None of the mean things that you said about yourself are true.
I didn't say it was about me completely. Also, I've been in more courts than many others. I hear.
I've been to all the courts too. And you know what? Fuck what other people think.
She tries to find Gray's eyes.
Gray
helps.
Roll me a charisma and persuasion here. And Enunciacata to resist or roll your willpower.
How do we feel about manipulation instead?
That's fine.
Great.
Manipulation, strength, go punch someone's self-esteem.
What was the other thing? It was
charisma.
Charisma, thank you.
You are being super charming and sincere right now.
I'm trying. And I have no, I hit the wrong button. No, I don't want to open that right now. My computer is like, you want to open Audacity, right? No, I don't.
The funny thing is, Anne is her, because of her heightened senses, she knows what the courts say about her all the time.
Yeah.
So she's like, I've accepted this to be true.
Oh no, I rolled
completely.
Too many things. Okay, and is it a base 6?
Mm-hmm.
2, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8. 2, 4, 6. I got 7.
Damn.
Okay, well.
Sorry.
Gray is super sincere, and for a moment, you almost believe her, but you can't quite shake the sense of everything that has been said about you and about the Kith in general. Courts are mean. Not intentionally, but they do play into stereotypes a lot.
Yeah, well, Gray hates them.
It's okay.
And Gray thinks it's all bullshit.
It is bullshit.
Anne does cover Gray's eyes for a moment and say, when you close your eyes here, your hearing opens up. You can hear everything. I appreciate what you're saying, and I thank you for it. I know that what you're saying is of no small feat. It's just I've heard the other things for far, far too long.
I care about you and you're my friend, and I will fight anyone. I will just fight anyone.
Are you going to turn into Lakota?
Maybe. Point me at who said something mean about you, and I will fight them.
You're going to go down to Chicago.
I will.
The Four Winds Court.
I will sing some scathing songs.
Like, the Marquis at this point looks up in the middle of this conversation. He goes, well, since the invaders have been successfully mazed in the house that is not this house, if you'd like to continue having this conversation in private, I really wouldn't say no.
Get out of my office.
Not that I don't appreciate all the fostering trust and love that is going on in this place. I'm certain one of you will gain some glamour from it soon, but possibly not in my balefire.
Yeah.
Not my balefire. Nah.
Your leg's quite mean. I don't like it.
He looks at Iris and he says, did you see something dreadful? More so than everyone else today.
All the bad things everyone's been saying about me.
More flailing!
Would you like to try the roll again on
Yes.
Iris?
Like, my hair's not dumb. My beauty mark's not dumb. I can't change the way I look.
He goes, not every vision is true. It is simply things that could pass.
5.
Roll your willpower, by the way, Iris.
7, 8. I got 8. Try me, motherfucker.
Rolled a 7, 8, 9, 10. I got a small straight. I think that's 30 points in Yahtzee.
Sadly,
Rummy
Gray still has more successes than you, and Gray needs to fight somebody's self-esteem tonight.
I do. Gray will hug Iris so hard.
And Cormac, before you can ever get even near Iris, Gray is over there going, "Stop it!" Iris, actually, you do feel better. Gray is a sincere and somewhat grounding presence. She has no patience for bullshit. So if it was bullshit, she would have told you at least, 3 times in the last 20 minutes. So with people like Gray on your side, you're right. The lake is just a vision of something that might be. It isn't a vision of who you are. In fact,
my mole is dumb.
Your mole is not dumb. Nothing about you is dumb. I have been saying it since we first met.
She has a mole?
Yes, it's a beauty mark.
It's very cute.
I'd listen to the smart lady, like the smart Selkie. The smart Selkie is smart.
I don't know who said that, but yes, it's true.
Yeah, it's...
Oh, there's people upstairs and food. Shouldn't we eat? I think we're
Your
all getting
friends
hangry.
don't hate you. Go eat a snack. Your friends don't hate you. Go take a nap.
I'm gonna go have a sandwich and a blanket taco.
Iris, thinking about vision
Close
again, while it made you feel very sad and very alone in the moment, listening to Gray, you can recontextualize the images of it, and perhaps it is a warning of the things that might be used against you.
Get it, I'm an airhead.
Iris.
Yes, Annunciata?
What she's saying is true. The card told me.
I know I need to be more serious sometimes, but it's really hard.
You don't have to be more serious sometimes.
Matt's like, why?
Who cares?
Why?
Wait a minute. Who in the hell out of all of us is serious?
Cormac, if anyone.
Cormac. Don't answer that, Cormac.
The van.
I mean...
The van is a member of our group at this moment.
I mean, seriously.
As you have this conversation, you feel a bond beginning to grow between you and these people who clearly care, both Annunciata and Iris, and there is a little speck of light that gathers in the middle of the room, like a little star, and it falls slowly into the pool. And that's where we're going to end for this evening.
I'm still not touching it.
I have a theory about something that I'll have to tell you afterwards.
The GM can make you roll to touch that pool.
I'm not doing it.
I
Touch
can't,
the gamer girl bath water.
but she did succeed at that roll, so she
did.
But you can do it again and again and again.
Oh my god.
The temptation grows more and more the longer we're in this room.
However, we're going to go around to the top and let everybody announce their projects and anything else they want to tell you before we close off for the night. So, MJ.
Hi, I'm MJ Bradley Lestrange. I am a member of the Certain Point of View podcast network, and I am putting out a new podcast. It's called Certain Point of Yule. I watch the Christmas movies that come out this year, so you don't have to. Check us out on certainpov.com.
And Rhea, and your beautiful face.
I'm Rhea Jasmine, and you can find me on Twitter at explosive_donut. And I don't have any other projects, but I'm really thankful for everyone here, and I love you all.
Oh. Now I just realized that you could put the donut emoji in your username. The callback.
Would you like to announce any more donut bananas?
No, not right now.
Velvet, do you have any projects to tell us about tonight?
Oh yeah, Dark Readings. I've been Velvet playing La Coca. You can find me here, Archive of Dragons, on Fridays. Next couple of Wednesdays for on Terrible Party for Emerald Endings. Every other Monday on Everybody Crits for Ex Millennials, and Thursdays on Chromatic Chimera for Cyberpunk 2299. I think the numbers are.
Awesome. Michelle.
Hi, I'm Michelle C. Light. The C stands for Crystal. Yes, that's my name. You can find me on Twitter at Michelle C. Light. You can find me on my blog website, michelleclight.com. I'm currently Boston by Nights episodes are being released on the Onyx Path YouTube channel, surely but slowly. Episodes 1 through 5, I believe, are up there now out of 12 of season 1, with season 2 tentatively scheduled for sometime in 2021. You can also find me on future projects. Hudson Valley by Night, A Taste of Life, which is starting its pre-production. There's also, well, here every week. And
thank you.
there's also here every week. I'm here every week. At least part of me is. Battlers of the 23rd Century Charlie Foxtrot is being released out first with Kickstarters and then out to the public. And I'm really excited because my name's in the book.
That is awesome.
My own character. And there's some other stuff that secrets that are too dangerous to speak about right now.
Junie, do you have any secrets that are too dangerous to speak about?
Well, I do play Tremere at times, so always. I'm Junie Varnesh. You can find me on Twitter, Instagram, and on Twitch underneath Junie Varnesh. You can find me on the RPG table as a storyteller for A Vampire Last Breath. And stick around here because we'll always show you the world, just not in the way that you'll want it to see it.
And Evan, any final thoughts?
Yeah, I think I might change careers soon. Go back to school, Just make some changes. Life is strange.
We support.
Yeah.
We're in a global pandemic. Everything is fake.
Nothing is real.
The simulation is breaking. It's game over.
What is my purpose?
Oh,
sorry,
You
Dave.
need to make your own because you don't have one.
Anyways, I, as always, am Spectre. You could find me at Spectre Elefet on most social media. You can find us on Twitter at Arc of the Dragon, on YouTube as Archives of the Dragon, here on Twitch as Archives of the Dragon. Throw us a follow. We're almost to affiliate. And once we're to affiliate, you can subscribe to us, which will be awesome. And, you should do the thing. Also, you can join our Discord and give XP to the wonderful RP that my players do by voting in the episode discussion. So join us, enjoy us, come hang out with all the rest of it. I also have a couple of secrets that are too dark and terrible to name currently. So hopefully for the beginning of next season, we will have something really awesome to share with you guys if we can get it scheduled. Also, I can't believe I have to say this, but we are somewhere between 2 and 3 episodes from the finale. So it is growing in portent. I have a couple of guests lined up that I'm very excited to bring to everybody. So stick around with us. And if you haven't caught up with this yet, you can catch up on YouTube with our backlog. So that's everything. And I love you. Bye, guys.